Well, we are in a weather alert tonight as we continue to track high winds and dropping temperatures. This is the check on Cripple Creek right there. A lot of that snow has melted so far, but beware, the wind is whipping too. Storm Tracker 13 meteorologist Sam Postage is in for Mary tonight with a look at wind speeds and just how strong that might get tonight. Sam.
Yeah, it's already getting pretty brutal out there, Heather, especially up into the mountains on I-70 where there's some snow squall warning. So staying in Teller County, we just showed Cripple Creek. Here's Woodland Park, maybe some snow left over on the grassy spots, but even Teller County not getting a whole lot of snow at this event. By far, this is a wind event for central and eastern Colorado, as well as a huge dip in temperatures. So today we got into the low 60s. Tomorrow, I don't even think we'll break 30. But here are your high wind warnings. So they cover the entire east side of Colorado, and also included is Colorado Springs for El Paso County. It starts at 10 o'clock tonight, going until 1 p.m. tomorrow. The period of time with the strongest winds for us in the Springs, that's right after midnight. So in between about midnight and 3 a.m., we could be seeing the strongest winds up over 60-mile-an-hour gusts. So these polygons, just north of I-70, north of Glenwood Springs in the Silverthorne area, and even this little polygon just off to the west of Denver, those are the snow squall warnings. The National Weather Service mentioning incredibly limited visibility in those snow squalls, and wind gusts over 45, 50 miles an hour blowing and drifting snow and black ice. It is just a nightmare on I-70 right now. Traffic's completely backed up. If you have any friends or family traveling I-70, make sure to give them a call. Just tell them to hunker down for the next hour or so. Those warnings go until about 5:45. This is a very quick event on I-70 with the snow squall warnings, but the wind is just going to be an issue overnight tonight and tomorrow morning. It's the combo of the wind and the snow. That's why they're seeing the snow squall warnings right now. 15 miles an hour sustained out in Salida, 20 in Canyon City. That shade of brown over Monarch Pass, I just checked their sensor. 70-mile-an-hour gusts right now. And that's the name of the game for the next day or so. Even overnight through tomorrow morning, 70-mile-an-hour winds on Monarch Pass. It will be howling. Okay, so here's your futurecast for wind. 8 o'clock tonight, 56 miles an hour for Trinidad, 51 in Colorado Springs, 40-mile-an-hour gusts in Lyman, and then the winds get even worse tomorrow for the plains. 51 miles an hour out in Burlington, 7 a.m., 42 in Colorado Springs, and then even the winds continuing to stay strong for your Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. So although the high wind warnings only go until 1 p.m. in Colorado Springs, we're still getting 45-mile-an-hour gusts for tomorrow night. Thankfully, by our Thursday, those winds dying off, a lot of sunshine out there, and then by Christmas, temperatures back into the mid-50s even, and no wind to speak of, and very nice conditions for the holidays. But today and tomorrow, very, very windy. Here's your radar. All those snow showers just off to the west of Denver, maybe a little piece of energy in the Sangres, but nothing really producing any accumulating snow in central or southern Colorado. Potentially an inch or two through this event for I-70, but it's not a heavy hitter for snowfall accumulations. It's just the wind speed. So overnight tonight, this low tracks through Colorado Springs in the Midwest, and then it makes its way into the northeastern side, and then what we're left with is this massive ridge of high pressure for Colorado Springs by our Thursday and Friday, bringing us the nice weather. So a quick look at what's going to happen for Christmas Eve across the East Coast if you are traveling. Even some thunderstorms potentially off in Atlanta for Thursday morning. Then by Thursday night, a round of rain and snow across the entire Northeast. So this precipitation in New York, Washington starts off as rain, then it changes over to snow with the wraparound cold air by Christmas morning. So white Christmas potentially in the Northeast, not so much in Colorado as we're not anticipating much snow. 56 right now in La Junta, 49 out in Walsenburg. Temperatures cooling off overnight down to about 19 in Colorado Springs. And tomorrow, just a cold one. Low 30s and mid 30s out there for highs and wind speeds at 50 to 60 miles an hour. I bet you our wind chills struggle to reach out of the teens through the entire day. 18 degrees in Woodland Park. Sub-zero wind chills are very likely. Plenty of sunshine by Christmas. Canyon City sitting at 34 degrees and then low 50s by your Thursday afternoon. And then Christmas Day at 56. So today, tomorrow, very, very windy if you're traveling, especially on, say, Highway 50 or I-70, Highway 24. Those east-west oriented roads, you're dealing with strong northerly winds. So the east-west roads, they're very strong crosswinds. Colorado Springs at 30 degrees for tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine for our Christmas.